Welcome to What's Up St. Joe's. I'm Frances Farrell.
And I'm Father Mike Baird. What's up, St. Joe's?
There you go. All right. We have several things to talk about today.
Lots of things.
Among them, I have the good news that we are very near goal for the annual Catholic Appeal. Also, the other really good news is this is the last week that we have to do an announcement about it. It's good news for me anyway. So right now we're sitting at $153,614. So that's 93.3% of goal. So we are really close to meeting goal. Once we meet goal, just a reminder, we do get all that money back in the form of a rebate. And some of the projects we're going to do this summer are the new carpeting in the narthex and the St. John Bosco room, as well as the painting of the interior of Marian Hall. So, to continue the tradition that we started last week of Father Mike and I surprising each other with a question, this week, my question is going to take a more serious note, and it is, Father Mike, who, and it can be a living person that was actually someone you knew part of your life, or it could be a saint or another person, most impacted your faith journey up to this point?
Wow, that's a tough question.
I know it's hard to pick just one,
yeah,
right?
I just have to pick. I can only choose one.
Well, I mean, maybe two.
All right. Well, the most obvious person that comes to mind is a saint. Can you guess which saint that is?
Saint Ignatius Loyola.
How did you know that?
Lucky guess.
Yeah, so it's Saint Ignatius of Loyola. Quite the story. I can't go into it all here, but at some point I hope Francis and I might be able to tell you all the stories of Saint Ignatius of Loyola. He's the founder of the Jesuits, and he's, one of the phrases that was often thrown around about him is that he found God in all things, and that's what I feel drawn by that saint, because at the end of my day, I look back on my day and I ask myself, where did I find God today? And the most obvious places here at St. Joseph's Parish, and the wide variety of ministry and the wide variety of people I meet through the course of my day. And usually at the end of the day, I end my day with a lot of gratitude.
And so what you just talked about is kind of high level, the Examen.
That's correct. And something else we can talk about.
We can, because I also love the Examen, and I use it a lot. And I also teach it to people in RCIA.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Great.
All right, well, that's your question.
Well, good. And so now it's people probably want to know what else is going on in St. Joe's.
They probably do.
This coming week. But before we talk about what's coming up, I thought it would be just worthwhile to point out that last week was our own pastoral coordinator, Frances Farrell's birthday. And so I think it's appropriate that we all sing together. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Frances. Happy birthday to you.
Well, thank you, and thank you all. I've never had somebody sing happy birthday to me on camera before.
Not even your husband?
No, not on camera.
Okay.
Well, yeah, maybe, no. So.
Well, that leads to, I think we should move on anyway. Something that's coming up this weekend on June 11th, the Prepares Ministry is having their diaper distribution after all masses in the Marian Hall Library. So hope to see you there.
And just a quick reminder about VBS.
That's right, VBS, Vacation Bible School. The last day to register for VBS is today. And there are still a few spots left for both kids and volunteers. So don't miss out on this amazing experience. We look forward to seeing you all there.
And we're starting something new this year.
We are.
We're going to have a summer art program. So this is something that one of our parishioners, Carrie Scribner, who's an artist and illustrator, came up with. And we thought it was a great idea. So any parishioners, so parishioners of all ages, so not just youth, but certainly youth, children, middle-aged, elderly, whatever adults can all participate in this. So that's what's great. And they can produce and then submit any work of art. But what we ask is that the art all follow a theme. And it is Pope Francis's theme this year, which is No More War. What does peace look like to you? So his theme is all around peace this year. So your piece, whether it's textile art, painting, drawing, sculpture, should be a reflection of what peace looks like to you. All pieces will be displayed at an art gallery that's going to be created in our St. John Bosco room on July 23rd. There's also going to be a little informational and workshop session ahead of time on June 25th after the 5 p.m. Mass. So everyone who would like to work as a group and kind of find out more and do at least a little bit of their creative process together can gather for that. But also people who either can't or don't want to do that can still submit their own artwork.
Gosh, I was just thinking as you were giving that announcement that maybe the pastoral coordinator and the parish priest should work together to submit our own piece of work to illustrate what we think peace is.
I'd be open to that.
Yeah, it would be interesting.
Yeah, I could definitely do that. I'm not really an artist. I'm a creative and a crafter, but that's okay. I could stretch. I could put together something.
Yeah, and I can throw some paint on some paper, maybe a couple stick figures, and
So it'd be kind of a Jackson Pollock sort of situation. Okay. Yeah, that's what it kind of sounded like, throwing paint on. Yeah. All right.
So
and finally.
If you're not into doing art, there's other ways in which you can be thoroughly involved in the parish, and that's through the volunteer work day that's coming up. St. Joseph is hosting a volunteer work day to help with some landscaping that needs to be done around our campus. And so on the morning of June 24th, in front of Marion Hall, we would invite you to join us there. Please bring your own supplies, gloves, pruning shears, that's what I'm thinking of, pruning shears, tools, other kind of gardening tools, bring those with you. And if you're interested in helping, please sign up at the welcome desk in the church.
Yeah, and it's going to be a really fun day for parishioners to just get together. And even if you're not able or interested to work on that project, there are other projects that are going to be available to work on as well. So it's just a great way to help us beautify our lovely campus.
Especially as we go into summer.
For sure.
Which leads me to my question to you, Frances.
Okay.
I was thinking on my walk over here on a warm, sunny day, what do you do during the summer on a warm, sunny, lazy day on your day off? What do you like to do?
Well, my first choice would definitely be to be at the beach. So either the Washington coast or the Oregon coast. That is absolutely, hands down, my happy place, even when it's not summer. But, even like in the mountains, near a lake, taking any kind of a road trip, an adventure, I'm down with any of that.
It sounds so relaxing.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
I think I should go very shortly.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, that is this edition for Friday, June 9th.
June 9th. Yeah, can you believe it? We're
No, I
a
can't.
third of the way through June.
I'm still getting adjusted to it being June. And do you want to give everybody a reminder about Mass times and anything that's happening on Sunday?
So it's the Feast of Corpus Christi, Feast of the Body and Blood of Jesus. It is Masses at 9 and 5 p.m. I am going to be at both of those, preaching and presiding. We're baptizing 2 children at the 9 a.m. We also have a couple of First Communions. And then at the 11:30 will be Father Mike Kuber, and he will preach and preside. I believe he's preaching and presiding. And I'll be joining the 11:30 Mass this weekend and attempting a little bit of Spanish.
Ooh, so that's something to look forward to. All right. Well, have a great weekend, and we will see you next week.